It's 9 p.m. You've put in a 12-hour day. You've skipped the office donuts. You've hit your step goal, and you're exhausted. Yet, you're wired. You look in the mirror and see it. That soft, protruding midsection that seems to grow even when the rest of your body is leaning out. It's not a lack of discipline. It's a biological alarm bell. While most fitness influencers tell you to grind harder, that very advice might be the reason your waistline is expanding. Today, I am going to reveal a hidden biological express lane that stress uses to funnel fat directly to your organs and a 60-second evening habit that can shut it down. You are a high achiever. You take pride in your work and your family. But lately, you feel like a stranger in your own skin. You wake up feeling like you haven't slept. You rely on caffeine to survive the afternoon, and by the time you get to the gym, you're running on fumes. You push through a punishing cardio session because you think that's what it takes to burn off the day. But something is wrong. Your scale weight stays the same, or worse, it creeps up. Your clothes are tight in the middle, but your legs and arms seem to be losing muscle. This is the expressed but tired syndrome. You are living in a state of chronic sympathetic overdrive. To your brain, that missed deadline or high-stakes presentation is the same as being hunted by a predator. And in survival mode, your body doesn't care about your aesthetics, it cares about quick-access energy storage. You are stuck in a narrative simulation where more effort equals more cortisol, and more cortisol equals a bigger waistline. Title: The Express Lane. Not all fat is stored for the same reason. Subcutaneous fat, the kind you can pinch, is mostly for long-term energy. But visceral fat, the fat deep inside your abdomen, is different. Research suggests that visceral fat cells have up to 4 times more cortisol receptors than fat cells elsewhere in the body. When your adrenal glands pump out cortisol in response to stress, it doesn't just float around, it looks for those receptors. It finds the express lane to your midsection. Why? Because fat stored near the liver can be converted back into glucose quickly during a fight or flight emergency. Your body is building a fuel depot for a war that never comes. Implementation step. You must differentiate between fatigue and stress. If you are feeling wired but physically exhausted, stop the high-intensity intervals. Replace one gym session this week with a 30-minute slow walk in nature. This signals to your nervous system that the threat has passed. The glucose ghost. Here is the most frustrating part. Cortisol can make you gain fat even if you aren't eating. It triggers a process called gluconeogenesis, where your liver releases stored sugar into your bloodstream to give you energy to fight the perceived threat. If you're sitting at a desk stressed out, you aren't using that sugar. Your pancreas then releases insulin to bring that sugar back down. As we discussed in our previous videos, insulin is the storage hormone. Cortisol provides the sugar, insulin stores it on your belly. You are effectively eating your own internal stress. Implementation step. Control your light. Blue light from your screens at night mimics sunlight and keeps cortisol high. Turn off screens 60 minutes before bed or use high-quality blue light blocking glasses to allow your natural melatonin to blunt the cortisol spike. Managing the stress-fat connection is complex because it involves balancing your lifestyle with your biology. In my full system, Core Reset Metabolic Fat Loss, I dedicate an entire section to the Cortisol Reset Protocol. It's the exact 30-day roadmap for busy professionals to lower their systemic stress markers while still losing fat. It's not about doing more, it's about doing the right things in the right sequence. You can find the link in the description to download the full blueprint. The cardio trap. For a professional over 35, the hour of power on the treadmill might be your worst enemy. If your cortisol is already high from work, a high-intensity cardio session is simply adding fuel to the fire. It's more stress on an already stressed system. This leads to muscle wasting and further fat storage. If you've ever felt more bloated or puffy after a hard workout, your body is telling you that your cortisol levels are redlining. Shift to low-intensity steady state, or LIS, or meaningful resistance training. Lifting weights with long rest periods provides the metabolic stimulus you need without the massive cortisol spike associated with prolonged high heart rate cardio. At the start, I promised you a 60-second habit to shut down the stress fat express lane. It is the physiological sigh. Research suggests that this specific breathing pattern, a double inhale through the nose followed by a long exhale through the mouth, is the fastest way to trigger the vagus nerve and lower your heart rate. Doing this just 3 times before you eat and before you sleep can shift you from store mode to burn mode. What is the biggest source of stress in your daily routine right now? Is it work, sleep, or your actual workout? Comment below. I read every comment to help tailor these protocols for our community. You can't always control your deadlines, but you can control how your body responds to them. If you're ready to stop the wired but tired cycle and finally see your core again, Core Reset Metabolic Fat Loss is available at the link below. It's the science-backed way to reclaim your metabolism. Until next time, stay focused on the science.